Me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
If you look at the consumer is quite strong.
The economy is on fire.
To me, we have the strongest economy perhaps I have ever seen.
This economy is doing really darn well. It's going to show up in profits for these companies. We should all feel pretty good today.
And at the end of the day, the consumer looks immensely strong, so much so that many people are willing to quit their jobs. They've got so much in savings. It's a remarkable situation, Hadley. It kind of reminds me of the late 50s, early 60s.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Lie, lie, lie. That's all they do. It's amazing. They can't tell the truth. It's like Washington. Why don't they just tell us the truth? We can handle the truth. But they won't. You know, this whole thing with the stock market, as I've been telling my members, people, they just been lying because they know this market is going to make new lows. Remember they put the October 13th low in? They know it's going to go through that. There's no way it can't make a new low. What Christmas rally? Are you kidding me? I said yesterday when the market was going up, remember, 500 points because of Nike? I said, sell into it. It's not going to hold. Not going to hold. None of these rallies held. We had a 1,200-point rally. Remember, everybody's all excited about that. And the UK Fed came out and said, oh, boy, we're going to go back to QE. And the United States should go back to QE. We're going to go back to QE. And the market shot straight up, 1,200 points, because we're supposed to go back to QE. It didn't happen. Gave that all back. Remember, we had 2 days, went up 1,500 points. Oh, I forgot what the hell that one was about, but it's another bunch of gobbledygook. 1,500 points. They said, sell into it, sell into it. Every one of these, I told my gang, not only sell into it, but short it. 1,500 points, gave it all back. We had another one, 1,000 points, gave it all back. 750 points, gave it all back. Remember now, they're telling you to buy these on the dip. How'd that work out? And then the last one, the 500-point rally, gave it all back. Why? Why? Because the Federal Reserve, the stimulus is over. It's done. That strength they had, the Federal Reserve had, the stimulus since 2008, ended in November 2021. It's over. This market would have never gone up to 1,200% since 2008, would have never gone up 600% since 2008 on the spiders, 1,200% on the NASDAQ. And it was so clear, you could see it. I mean, the Federal Reserve would just, they made a decision in 2008. They made a decision in 2008. The owners, our owners, made a decision, I should say. Because remember, in 2008, our owners, those are the 1/100th of 1 percentile, not to be confused with the 1%. These are people, individuals whose net worth is 1.25. Their annual income is 15 to 25 million. They control the Federal Reserve. They control the Senate House Banking Committee. They control Wall Street. They control Congress because of the money they have. They decide who's going to be in the Senate, who's going to be House of Representatives, who's going to be president. It's our owners. Well, remember, in 2008, after the market crash, $10 trillion was wiped out in home equity, stock equity. And the 1/100th of 1%, our owners, they got hurt. They got hurt. So normally, what do? You go into a recession, and it takes years to build that back. But our monetary policy, since the inception of the Federal Reserve, has always been for the last, 95 years, the monetary policy for economic growth, business investment. That's the biggest thing. When you have a recession, you know you're coming out of a recession. What do you look at first? Business investment. That's everything. Because with business investment, you get increased productivity. With increased productivity, you get an increased standard of living. That means consumers spend more. And it's spending that gives us our economic growth. So in 2008, after they lost that money, with their power, with their influence, they said, we're going to change the monetary policy. We're not going to go and wait, get our money back 10 years, go through a recession. No way. What we're going to do is use the power of the Federal Reserve. We're going to use the power to stimulate the economy, the stock market, through massive printing and borrowing. Increase this money supply. I don't care how you increase it. We can print or we can borrow, but we got to increase the money supply. Really. But remember, it's just increasing the money supply is increasing inflation. It's one and the same. But they didn't care. And they told us, and it was Bernanke and Obama who told us, remember QE when it first started? They said, don't worry. When they announced QE and what they were going to do, zero interest rates, they said, and everybody knew the only one who was going to benefit was going to be the very, very wealthy. Because why? Because what does it create? Inflation.
And who are these people? They're the asset class. Why are they called the asset class? Because they got assets. Exclusive real estate. They got vineyards. They got timberland, agricultural farms, art, coins, commodities. And one of their biggest assets is the stock market. They control 85% of it. And boy, the stock market loves inflation. So the 100% turned around and said, okay, we're going to create inflation so we can create our wealth. Then Bernanke went out there and Obama went out there and said, now, listen, everybody, don't worry. It's not going to be fun. This is going to help you because what they're going to do is they're going to make so much money through QE, through zero rates, that they're going to take that money. It's all going to come down to Main Street. They're going to create all kinds of jobs. It was a bold-faced lie. Never happened. But boy, did they get wealthy. And that continued for 13 years until the point the inflation was so bad and the debt was so bad that Biden had to stop. That's how Powell put the brakes on. That was in November 2021 to January 2022. So it's gone. So for anyone who's sitting around thinking we're going to have this big rally, and you listen to these people, these morons, like Kramer, God's sakes, what's wrong with this man? This was last Wednesday. This is what he said last Wednesday.
I think that actually after Thursday, we're going to have some days where there's nothing else to do other than buy stocks. And that's what's going to happen.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
This guy's always wrong. So anyone that's sitting there listening to the fake business network telling you this kind of crap, we found momentum, it bottoms in, it would only be if the Federal Reserve decided to stimulate. But they can't. And you know what the biggest reason why they can't go back to QE and why they can't pivot back to QE to run this market back up? I'll tell you when I get back from this break. Join my gang, Phil's Gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, Phil'sGang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, Phil'sGang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Merry Christmas from Phil Grandy and everyone at Phil's Gang. This Christmas, give yourself the gift of knowledge. Join Phil's Gang and navigate the market with confidence. Here's Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang, please. It's free for 10 days. You at least learn how the market works. Honest. And you learn how to at least short. And if you decide not to stay with us, that's fine. And with your new knowledge, if you start making money, all I ask you to help out St. Jude once in a while. That's all. So the market, unfortunately, they don't want you to understand the market. Here's what you hear from them. This is what you hear from them.
The good news is, actually, we have some momentum in the economy right now.
Isn't that stupid? Isn't that stupid? Then you hear this.
I think that actually after Thursday, we're going to have some days where there's nothing else to do other than buy stocks. And that's what's going to happen.
Dead wrong. Listen to this.
I think the end of the bottoming process, one more go at it, is in the cards earlier in the year.
Unbelievable. Now, here's what they don't want you to know. Because, see, if you have knowledge, you've got the power. But when they got the knowledge, they've got the power. Just like I said the other day, I could line up 100 traders, just regular folks. And I'll guarantee you, if I ask them a question about the bond market and how it relates to stocks, I'm going to say, all right, now we're going to buy, let's say we're going to buy, I don't know, Apple. Where should a bond be? Where would the yields be? When would you buy it? When would the bond benefit the bond market, when the bond market's going up or the bond market's going down? They wouldn't know. See, they don't want you to know, so they can tell you to buy Apple anytime they want. So you go and buy Apple, and they tell you to buy in a dip, okay? And the bond market's coming down, which means interest rates are going up, which means you don't buy tech stocks. But see, they control you because they got the knowledge and you don't, and you listen to them on TV every day. Because they're on TV, you think they're smart people, and you listen, especially Kramer. And you always lose money. So let's take a look at why I told you back in January 16, 2018, there's the number, 2018, that this was the beginning of the crash. And I was dead right. Remember, 2018, we had the 16-week drop, then rallied back up 54%. And then also we started the next crash, 2020. Now, before that, starting from 2008 to 2018, we didn't have any corrections. That was the first one, 2018. That was the big moment that told us something was wrong with the market. When it dropped for 16 weeks, 22%, but it rallied, boom, right back up, 54%. Then the market cracked again, 2020, 5 weeks, went down. After that, stopped, rallied 133%. So each time it dropped, it would rally right back up, giving people a false sense of encouragement. Oh, man, the market's great. You can't lose money in the market. Every time it comes down, it goes right back up. And what do? They keep telling you buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. How many times have you gotten killed? Here's what they won't tell you. The only reason why in 2018, when the market went down 22% over 16 weeks and rallied 54%, and in 2020, when it dropped 31% over 5 weeks and rallied 133%, is because we were in QE. The Federal Reserve was pushing QE. The Federal Reserve had that power. Federal Reserve has that power. But what happened? Why now? The market's been going straight down for 47 weeks. They tried to stop it in October. They tried to stop it right there. Say, this is it. This is the bottom. They lied to you. And every time it rallies, 1,000 points, 500 points, 1,500 points, gives it all back. Why? Because there's no more Fed stimulus. It's done. It's over. Why? Because of the debt it creates. Remember, stimulus that pushes those stocks up, stimulus, and inflation are one and the same. But what comes from that stimulus? Tremendous debt. That's why I keep telling you, we're going to go and take that October low out. But boy, they keep getting you excited to keep buying, and you keep losing money. Our members aren't. They know the difference. And here's what it's all about. Debt. Debt is a killer. You know that at home, right? Anybody's got debt, you know that. So when you look at debt, you have to, when you go to the bank and borrow money for a car, what do they ask you? What is your debt compared to your income? What's the ratio? If it's above 40%, they're not going to loan you, or if they do, they're going to give you a big rate. Countries do the same thing. So our global Federal Reserve, we'll call it, set a standard of 60, saying to the countries, if your debt to your income is below 60%, you better do something. Well, we've got all this debt because we are what? Printing money. But boy, everybody's happy. The market was going up. But we got to that point in November, our debt was so high, our inflation was so high, they had to stop. And it's not coming back. Because here's why. If your debt at 30%, let's say your debt to income's at 30%. That means for every $1 the country prints or borrows and spends, they'll get $1.30 of growth. $1.30 that's pretty good. But wait a minute. As long as you are targeting that spending to something that makes sense. Something that makes sense. I mean, if you do what Biden's doing right now, what he's doing is insane. The stuff that this spending is going to, are you kidding me? I want you to go over it. It's so sickening. Won't even go over it. Now, at 90%, your debt, okay, to income, for every $1 you print or borrow to spend, you only get 95 cents of growth. We're at 113%. That means we're getting we're getting 30 cents. 30 cents of growth. That's why the market can't make new highs. That's why the market is going to make a new low. Nobody ever talks to you about the bond market. Nobody talks to you about the debt because they don't want you to know about it. So they can say, buy on the dip, buy on the dip.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Happy holidays from Phil Grandy and everyone here at Phil's Gang. Now, get ready to take investing to the next level. Here's Phil Grandy.
You know, most people don't understand. After 2008, when they changed the monetary policy, and who's they? Our owners, the very, very wealthy, who thrive on inflation. Remember now, they also control our Congress, and they were able to convince Congress, hey, look, we got massive debt after that crash, 2008. What we're going to do by taking the monetary policy and changing it to where we're going to have a lot of inflation, that's going to help you guys, because that means the debt you have is going to go down without having to pay a check. Because as we keep destroying, as inflation keeps destroying the value of the dollar, what you owe China, what you owe France, what you owe Japan keeps going down on its own. So they bought into it. But the big lie was to tell you, Bernanke and Obama tell you, when everybody was going to be making money, the very, very wealthy, this was a good thing. Because that money was going to filter all the way down to Main Street, which was a lie. It didn't. So inflation, remember, benefits the wealthy, destroys Main Street, destroys the middle class. That's the bad one right there, the middle class. So the problem they have right now is when they're telling you about buying stocks, they keep telling you to buy. And if you would just look on a chart and just go back to 2018 and say, I wonder why in 2018, when that market dropped 16 weeks, it stopped and shot straight up 54%. I wonder why in 2020, when that market dropped in 5 weeks, 31% in 5 weeks, it shot up 133%. So why is it when the market dropped in January 2022, went down, we average out 30% between the NASDAQ and the S&P, it doesn't go back up. It went up about 13%, and it keeps giving most of that back. Someone's got to think and say, is anybody thinking, how could that be? Why isn't this one going up? And see, if they were honest with you, they say, well, the reason why it's not going up because we lost the Federal Reserve. We lost their power, the power of the Federal Reserve to stimulate the stock market through printing money, through inflation, through increasing money supply, which is the same as increasing inflation. And it also increases massive debt. See, Obama and Bernanke lied. They should have said, wait a minute, we're not going to do this. We're going to destroy the middle class. We're going to destroy the working class on Main Street. What about them? What about them? What about the guy, he and his wife work and making $65,000 together, which is about, I think it's about 73% of our workforce. What about them? They didn't care. Obama didn't care. Bernanke didn't care. They're getting wealthy. Wall Street didn't care. They're getting wealthy. And that's why we beg you, listen, don't just sit there and get slaughtered. This market's going to go down. It has no place to go because we're done with the power of the Federal Reserve. It's over. No more stimulus. They can't, even if they wanted to, they can't. Because of our debt. Because of our debt to income. Our deficits are, last year our deficits were $2 trillion, spending $2 trillion more than we take in. So there's no way to mount a rally. See, everybody's thinking there's going to be a QE rally. He's going to go back to QE. I heard somebody talk about that the other day. He's going to go back to QE. No, he isn't. But there's great opportunity. When you have a market, and here's the other thing. This market's not going to recover because you can't be out there. Trump gave, as I said, a handout of $1 trillion so we could send everybody a $1,200 check. He gave another $1 trillion to send everybody $600. Biden comes in, he prints $2 trillion and borrows to send everybody $1,400. And then Biden prints another $1 trillion for infrastructure, $2 trillion for the Green Deal. And now here's what he's doing. Here's what he's doing again. Now remember what I just told you. Our debt to income is at 131%. For every $1 that we print and spend, we're only growing the economy 30 cents. When it's at 30%, you're growing the economy $1.30. We're in deep trouble. So what do you do when it's bad enough when you're printing money, but when you don't target to good things? Right now, they're taking $750,000 and sending it to the Metropolitan Opera to give them a new fire alarm. They're sending $3 million to build a museum for the LGBTQ. That stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer museum. Those are my words. That's the LGBTQ. They're building a museum. $3 million. They're sending another $200 million for the Gender Equality, Equity, and Equality Action Fund. See, there's the problem. They're sending another $6 million to build a walking path, a hiking trail for Michelle. Then we'll get lucky in a barrel eater. So, see, this is the problem. Now we're sending $5 million to study what kind of stress goes on a salmon fish when he sees a road or a bridge or a culvert. What does all that mean? Well, not only are they printing money, not only is our debt so bad that only one thing can happen. The economy can't recover. So why don't you learn how to short? So when we have these spurts, you can make money on the way up and then turn around and just make money on the way back down. We told you, how many times did we tell you on the radio, follow us with gold. Follow us with gold. Gold wasn't going anywhere. Dollar kept going up. Dollar kept going up. Gold kept going down. It says, gold, we're going to make a lot of money on gold this year. Our return so far in AU is around 26%. It takes time. But look at the stocks that we shorted. We shorted NCLH, what's that? That's the cruise line. Can't remember their name. Norwegian Cruise Line. We shorted that. We're taking advantage of how this market is. We shorted it, and that's about a 19% return. So, again, you got opportunity in shorting. But if you're going to sit back here and think that your portfolio is going to be fine, they're going to readjust your portfolio. Come on in, we're going to rebalance your portfolio. Are you nuts? What are you, nuts? Rebalance your portfolio? They'll rebalance you right into bankruptcy. You have more opportunity. Listen to what I'm saying. You have more opportunity when things are screwed up. You have more opportunity when the market's in a situation it can't. See, they can't grow their way out of this. They keep telling you, oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We'll just grow our way out of it. You can't grow your way out of it. They're a pack of liars. You can't grow your way out of this. For God's sakes. But they'll lie and tell you can. Isn't that amazing? And people believe it. When they hear them, they believe it. I mean, we got a bunch of people they're just gangsters. They're worse than gangsters. We got a crime syndicate running Washington. Think of the crime syndicate. You got the 4 largest investment banks: J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi, USB, the Congress, the Federal Reserve, and the Oval Office, all part of a crime syndicate. And you're going to listen to what these guys tell you on TV, Kramer, are you nuts? So all you have to do to make money is have a little knowledge about the market, join our gang, and you're going to be on the right side of every stock, whether it's going down or up. But you got to decide if you want to make money when the market goes down, or sit there and get slaughtered and keep calling your broker, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What, are you nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Merry Christmas from Phil Grandy and everyone at Phil's Gang. This Christmas, give yourself the gift of knowledge. Join Phil's Gang and navigate the market with confidence. Here's Phil Grandy.
You know, the day that we used to buy stocks based on fundamentals and based on the bond market, those days are gone. And the problem with Wall Street, they still tell you to buy stocks based on fundamentals because they control you, because you have no knowledge of the market, and they know that. Okay, they know that. So they'll put you in the stocks because they want to make income. They have to make income. This whole Christmas rally, they're screwed with this Christmas rally. I told you the other day, this Christmas rally, to change the subject for a second, I said it's not going to happen because if you look at the spiders, SPY, we had 2 breakout point failures. What's that mean? That means on November 30th, the S&P went up through resistance, couldn't hold it, broke right back down through it. Then it took another run at it on December 13th. Went up through resistance, turned around, broke back down. When you have 2 breakout point failures through a key support, you know to short that. You know to short it. It's not going to hold. So I'm watching this and I'm hearing these people tell you to buy on CNBC and Fox. To buy. Buy? See, that's the problem if you don't know how the market works. We're going to make sure you know how the market works. You're going to learn more how the market works if you're just with us for 10 days. See, another problem that we have in this market, why we can't get this market off the bottom, why it's going to go down another 20, 30%, which is a fantastic opportunity, because as the market breaks through October and goes down another 20, 30%, remember, the housing market is going to push the market down, that alone. That's right. The housing market. Oh, my God. The housing market hasn't even begun to collapse. And boy, is it. I forgot. They just came out with a number for the, pre-owned homes. Man, that number, it was bad. Really bad. Really bad. We haven't, see, you got to understand, 2 things are lagging. The housing market always lags. And the layoffs really lag behind. And they're telling, there's not going to be any layoffs. By the time we hit March, we are going to be in stagflation, which means we're going to make a ton of money selling short. When the stock market goes down, we're going to make a lot of money selling short. We're going to make a lot of money buying gold stocks, mining stocks. But remember, the unemployment always lags. It did in the 2000 dot-com crash. It did in the housing crash. In 2020, same thing. It always lags. We're going to have tremendous unemployment, and that's called stagflation. See, inflation, as we all know, prices go up. But the one thing Wall Street or CNBC or Fox won't tell you the truth. We are headed for stagflation, which is really bad. Good for us because we know how to sell short. Like one big party. But stagflation is terrible because not only the economy starts slowing under inflation, but when you have that and layoffs, tremendous layoffs, people out of work, it's the hardest thing to get out of. But they're not going to tell you that. You know why they won't tell you that? When you listen to these people on CNBC or Fox? Because their job is to make you feel good. The other problem you have is this, and why you should please join my gang and learn how to sell short, please. We have more progressives in this country now. They're running everything. They're running the house. See, and they believe to protect the ordinary person from inequality, You have to have green, these green programs. And they want to replace the monetary policy of business investment. Remember, I just went through that. That's why it was easy to convince the Congress to change the monetary policy of business investment and productivity, get rid of that, and go in and just use the power of the Federal Reserve stimulus to artificially push the market up. So when you have an administration and you have the majority of people in this country who believe to protect ordinary people on the street from inequality is to replace the monetary policy of business investment and productivity with, again, stimulus, how's the market going to go up? See, they believe, the progressives believe, a monetary policy of print and spend on social programs because they want to expand the welfare state. Look what they're spending money on this omnibus bill. Learn the short. Keep learning the short. You're going to be fine. You're going to love it. You know what? Once you learn the short, you're going to say, boy, I hope there's no good. You're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to go, God, I hope there's no good news. Because shorting is easier than buying. Because the momentum on the short side is unbelievable. See, buying, you always got a lot of buyers because you got these idiots telling you, these dopes telling you to buy at a dip. So every time the stock goes up and it comes back a little bit, a person doesn't know to look and see if it's in a downtrend channel or not. They're telling people every day, buy on dips. When we are in the worst downtrend channel, meaning the S&P, the NASDAQ is in the worst downtrend channel. I've been doing this for 55 years. You never buy on a dip in a downtrend. When your S&P or NASDAQ's in a severe downtrend channel with lower highs and lower lows, which we've been now since January, almost a year now. So what you do, you got to look for the stocks to fall and drop because that's where you make money. And then when they go back on the upside, when they start running back up, because they start covering their short positions, it goes up. People think, like yesterday, the other day when Nike went up, everybody said, look at Nike, it's blasting off. Where's the gal on Nike here? Can you spot that for me? Here, listen to this.
There's no way Nike's mildly better than expected earnings are driving a 500-point move in the Dow. Is there? I mean, is that literally it? No way.
Well, I think it speaks to just how negative things have become
in
the last several weeks, and even throughout much of this quarter. We've had strategist after strategist come out, talk about how horrendous earnings are going to be in 2023. We have a consumer sector that's really over-inventoried. So I think hearing from Nike...
Oh, my God, she's giving me a headache. Let me tell you what Nike did. We purchased Nike when nobody wanted it. We purchased Nike, and we're up 26% on Nike from where we purchased it. It was down 70%. Ask my members. I gave them these. Boeing. We purchased Boeing when it was down 70%. We're up about 30%. Caterpillar. When that dropped, it was down 70%. I said, go ahead and purchase that. That's now up 23%. So you have these great opportunities to the upside, even in a down market, if you know what you're doing. But where you're going to make most of the money or keep your money, that's the important thing. You got to learn to keep your money. And you can't keep your money in a 401k. Are you nuts? I told you the other day, a 401k, you're getting slaughtered. I told you, if you put $25,000 in a 401k, put $25,000 in the spiders, let's say you kept it there for 30, 35 years, you had a 7% return for both, you're ready to retire. The guy who put the $25,000 in the S&P worked for 35 years, cashes in, he has about $125,000. The guy who put the money in the spiders walks out with about $235,000. Why? Because the spiders, the spiders, okay? 401k. Because the 401k has all these hidden fees, 27 hidden fees. At 2.2, think about this, 7% return, fees of 2.2%,
and you put 25 grand, leave it for 35 years, 7% return, those 2.2% fees are killing you. Killing you. You walk out 100 and a quarter. Wait a minute. That's before they tag you with the 27 hidden fees, which they're skimming every day. $150 billion a day. $150 billion a day. That's what the brokerage houses are doing. The mutual fund houses are doing. Stealing from you every day. You don't get that with the spiders. Spiders, you're going to get a clean 8 to 10% return over 10, 15 years. Try to do that with a 401k. You can't. Matter of fact, you can make more in the spiders than 10% because you can short them when they go down. Hey, join my gang right now, philsgang.com. Go to my website. It will say get started. Look at the Working Investor Group, and where it says get started, click on. Or call right now, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.